Good evening, darlings and deviants. My name is Lucy, and I'm just a little loony. If you are watching right after the box opening stream, this is the deck building portion of the thing. If you don't know what Progmander is, it's a thing I do every year where I take a box of Commander, not a box of Commander, a box of Magic, and do each set that opens throughout the year. I open a box of it, and then build Commander decks out of all of this stuff as the year goes on. So far, we have Innistrad Remastered, Aether Drift, Dragonstorm, Final Fantasy, and now Edge of Eternities. So now we are going into the deck building portion of stuff. And hello. We are currently live on stream, so if you hear me talking to chat, that's what we're doing there. Before we do anything else, let's do some sorting just to see like the big numbers that I have here. Just to see like what we have in terms of like numbers of quantity of cards. It looks like we opened a lot of like non-white rares, honestly. Which is not weird, it's just unexpected. Okay. So, if you're playing along at home, by the time people live are watching this video, they should be able to see the other stuff, but hopefully people on stream know that it's not that big of a, like, they can just look at the Moxfield stuff and ask if I have, like, a particular rare. In terms of new legendaries we have access to, we got more than I expected. We did get the foil Ragost and the regular Ragost, but you were already 1/3 through the pack, so I was too late at that point. I wasn't sorting by Wooburg because I've gotten to the point where, like, I think it's more efficient for me to just, like, sort off stream. And I have started sorting by rarity first, then color, because I'm looking for, like, one specific uncommon and can't find it to save my life because it's mixed in between all the commons. So I just started sorting by rarity instead. Ragost is fine. We have Halia, but I don't think we can build around just her. We have Halia and I think we have Drydyne. That's the counters commander. Mimnon's really cool. So, a conundrum has presented itself. So, I think no matter what, we want to play. I know Vondom is really cool and awesome and gets big and scary. I think we still want to play 3-color just because it gives us access to more stuff. Also, I'm just saying, chat, both chat and like the other thing, we dodged opening the 5-color legend again. We did it again. At this point, I just assume I'm never going to get one. Like, in Progmander, like, okay. Tangent. Okay, drop stuff. So, this bundle box contains the packs I opened last night. Basically, the pre-release stuff and the pre-release and some prize packs and the bundle. What I opened, I had some good. I had some good luck with like my packs. I had like a lot of these fancy, like the fancy lands. I got 2 secret. Not secret, special guest cards. My promo was a pre-release foil Caveron. But I don't say that. I opened both of I opened in my bundle and my pre-release pool 2 copies of the Infinite Guideline Station. 2 copies! I didn't get it. It sucks. Didn't get it in my Progmander box. I knew I wasn't going to. I think I'm cursed in this series to, like, never open, like, a 5-color legendary. But hey, it is what it is. We don't have any 3 colors from this set, no. The 3 colors that we have access to are, I think, exclusively from Final Fantasy, or I could be wrong. No, I'm definitely wrong. We have Eshki, we have Kefka, we have... We have Noctis, and I think we have a couple other ones. Yeah, we have plenty more. We have Mimeoplasm. And we have Samet and Chaco. The Chaco is almost entirely, if we're playing that, we're playing him for the colors, not like... Because, unfortunately, space doesn't have that many birds. There were, I think, 6 Wooburg in Final Fantasy, so if we didn't get them, it isn't happening. I know, it's not happening. I know it. So, here's the unfortunate thing about this. I think no matter what, we want blue and black. Well, I think no matter what, we have to play green. Because we opened up actual literal Gaia's Cradle. I know it's like Gaia's Cradle at home, but like Gaia's Cradle at home is still better than a lot of stuff. I don't think there's no birds in space, but like there's like a 0, like the amount that are in space is not great. So Gaia's Cradle, very good magic card. So if we're looking at green options that are multicolored, because I don't want to play like... I don't necessarily want to play like... I don't want to play a mono green, because it's just kind of inefficient. So like, we do have Genova, and Genova's really good. Genova interacts with +1/+1 counters very efficiently. I wish we would have opened from Dragonstorm a Baitor or what's her name? I can't remember. The con for whatever the con for the Abzan was, I can't remember. We wanted an Abzan legendary because we do really want green black stuff, but we did not get one. Wandering Bard, Terra, Joda, I forgot. I keep forgetting Joda. I keep saying there's like 4, but yeah, we got... That wasn't happening. I just assume we're never getting 5 color legends when I do this stuff. And we do have a fetch land, so like taking a look at the other stuff we have here. We have like Verdant Catacombs. We've got stuff like the Oil Deep Gear Hulk. It's funny that we have Tamio, but the only thing we can play her in is Chaco, and she's not really... She doesn't really mesh well with that. We have Eshki, which kind of meshes okay. We do have another red-white Sunbillow Verge. I should have organized these beforehand, but I didn't. I'm sorry. There's good payoffs in Eternities. Kefka with the new spaceship that does damage for discard. Yeah. We also have Zergo. I didn't put him in there before, but we have Zergo, but I don't think he's really... He's a good card, don't get me wrong, but he's not good in like a limited environment. Like, we have stuff like Summon Titan and Jumbo Cactuar, so I feel like if we're not playing green, we're doing it wrong. Like, as cool as Kefka is, if we're not playing green, we're doing it wrong. So the question becomes, do we play... So, you might be reasonably wondering, it's like, well, Lucy, there's a Mimeoplasm right there. This guy's insane. And you're right, he is kind of crazy. But the problem is he's not that great in a limited environment. So we would really only be playing him for the colors. And I don't know if we can do that. Like, I don't know if we have the colors to do so. One, like, there's two lines of thought that I'm thinking. Like, one option is we play, like... We could play Noctis, honestly. Like, cast artifact spells from your graveyard by paying 3 life in addition, and they get a finality counter, but who cares if we're, like, bringing back some crazy artifacts? No, I don't think we had... Like, if we had the Instone, maybe. But the problem is that Kefka kind of sucks to play against. Yeah, that's the same. That's why we're not, like, just going, okay, we got some new blue-red cards, let's put them in VV and see where it goes. Because VV, like, that's the kind of thing that you have to work with in Progmander, is that, like, you still gotta, like, play with people. And it's still gotta be fun to play against. Samet might be interesting because she makes all of the spaceships cheaper and interacts well with all of the, like, tokeny stuff and is in green. Actually, hold on. Is it Samet time? Is it finally time for Samet? We have the Sacred Foundry, and we have some solid green ramp. Actually, hold on. This is something I didn't think about beforehand. We have a Paradox Haze. Do we have... So... Does Paradox Haze change anything? This is tricky. Yeah. This is rough. It's not... Look, nothing's bad. Like, regardless, this is gonna be sick as heck. Like, we have a lot of cool stuff. Like, to, like, put into perspective what we have in some of these colors, in blue we have Y'shtola and an Urza, Lord High Artificer. So, like, blue-green is kind of a necessity. Like, let's be real. Blue-green is probably, like, our best bet. And that leaves us with these three. Like, that says, hey, these are kind of your only options. But also, Kefka's kind of rad. Do you have enough to interact with the speed mechanic? That's kind of true. I think there is enough. We could probably dig some up. But, like... On the other hand... Like, what is stopping us from just going, like, green-white? We really wanted an Abzan legendary, honestly. Like, that's kind of harshing our mellow right now. Sidebar chat, do we even play Tezzeret? Like, he's great, but I don't know if we have that many artifacts that have mana value 1 or less. So we would just be doing the untap shenanigans, which might be fine. Also, red-green lets us play both of our little station lands. Yeah, it's mostly, like, I think we can interact well enough with speed. I just don't think it's, like, super fast or anything. Like, oddly enough, not fast enough. I don't think we have enough, like, stuff that helps her go up quick enough. And ramp. Like, let's remember that we don't really have access to a lot of, like, efficient ramp spells. Is it just Eshki time again? Like, we get to play I don't know what Paradox Haze does for us, but there might be something. We get to play stuff like Eshki artifacts, kind of, like where we go like Bimnon to put counters on things. We have shenanigans like Moonlit Meditation or the Vocalist. But we also get to, like... Or, let's, like, kind of roll back a little bit. Is green a bait? Because it's possible that Kefka might be where it's at. Because Kefka lets us play Vivi. But also is a win condition kind of on his own. And has card draw attached to him. He flips over and it's just like, hey, everybody dies. Maybe. Alternatively, do we just, like, go nuts with, like, Orzhov, like, tokens or something? Where it's, like, we just play stuff like that, and, we have Servandum, we have the uncommon from Final Fantasy, like, the Judge Magister, like... Some other cards that, like, are okay in Simic. Ignis kind of makes things a lot better in... Oh, God, we have Ignis. And Gladio... Okay. Hear me out, gamers. I think it's Eshki time again. Here's why. So, 1, it lets us play Vivi. 2, we have Breeding Pool. 3, lets us play stuff like it lets us play basically all of our mythics that we opened up. Like, all of them. Yeah, unfortunately, no Dion. So I think we're looking at Eshki. Because, like, 1, it lets us play Hidden Commander Vivi. Lets us play Tezzeret, because I think just, like, untapping Eshki might be good. And also, like, he searches up a non-creature spell to let us do stuff. But also it lets us play stuff like Biotech Specialist. It lets us play the Moonlit Meditation. It lets us play, like, all these really sick green cards. And, like, I will admit, it's a little boring, but we also have both from the Final Fantasy set. We have Ignis and Gladiolus, both to tutor out the insane lands that we have. So I think it's Eshki. I could be wrong, and I'm willing to, like, revisit it later. Maybe with the Spider-Man set, like, just to see how it feels for a little bit, but I think it's Eshki. Like, I'm 90% sure we want to play Eshki. So let's start looking at what that's going to look like. First off, we want lands. So let's put this off to the side. Let's get our lands all out. Like, Eshki basically lets us play green Vivi. Now, I don't know if we play Ugin in the deck. I think we do, just because it's going to ramp. It's like, who cares if it's just one removal spell? But it is something to consider that maybe we don't play it. Probably not. We'll probably just play it just because it's crazy, but there is the thought process that maybe it's not good enough. Lands. Mysterized Village is always good. And I think we have the green one. Yep, Kishila Village. Stormcarve Coast. We didn't really get that many Tamer rares in Dragons. I think we still play Jador. Jador is probably fine. No, let's be real for a second. It's not that great. I do still think we play the starter engine stuff just because it's a thing of inevitability. Boxmander super friends? I mean, Ugin and Tezzeret are as close to friends as you could get, I assume. Where is the... What are we looking for? Where's the other lands from? It's, Final Fantasy and Aether Drift, I think, has the tap lands. Yeah, I think so. Also, I think I want to try doing... I think I want to try 40 lands now, because our curve is going to naturally be higher in this format, just because like we're not really being able to streamline stuff, and we don't have early ramp, so hitting our land drops is going to be crucial. So I think I want to try 40 lands as a thing. As like a starting point. It might be a bit too much thinking about it, but I think I want to try that as like a starting point. Thornwood Falls, a Rugged Highlands, the Vishkar Raceway. Let's do the foil one. Swiftwater Cliffs. Did we have a foil one of those? Nope. But we did have a foil Thornwood Falls. And I think in the uncommons we had the other Speedland, the last one. I think we had one of each. Burp, burp. Yep, I'm in Cat Raceway. Let's go. Okay. Let's see. Are there any more? Oh, we definitely have the ones from cons, the triumphs. And we definitely want to put Temur Monument in there. It's weird. I feel like I just took apart the Eshki deck to put Vivi together. And now I'm like, yeah, turns out Vivi is a war criminal. In the best ways possible, but also still a war criminal. Evolving Wilds is good to have. Ooh, we got a foil Swiftwater Cliffs from the I'll just put that there. They're all the same cards. Lucy, why do you care so much about foils? Because I am a woman of Clash, gosh dang it. I am a refined cartoon character. I have standards. Alright. That will go in later. I think this is all of our non-basics. If anyone could give a quick look... Actually, I can look at the Mox field myself. I have that capability. Let's see here. What do we have? In terms of lands... I don't think we have any modal double-face cards that, like, are relevant. Oh, Capital City is a big one. And the Crossroads. Do we have the Crossroads? No, it's just Capital City. Oh, we should. No, Crossroads is a common, so we should have it. Yeah. I don't want. If I'm using capital cities to make actual colored mana, I'm not jazzed about it, but hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Bam. I think we put in the gold saucer because I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have like an artifact sub theme with Eshki, where like a lot of our stuff wants to interact with artifacts because I think we have a lot of ways to do that. Such as Chocobo Racetrack, baby. All right. I think that's all of the basics that we have access, the non-basics that we have access to. That aren't new. I'll need to look through the new stuff real quick. Let's see what we got here. Lands, lands, lands. We're looking for some lands. Lands, lands, lands. We're looking for the lands. I think there's only one, and it's at common, so I gotta dig through the shaft. There's a command bridge. Let's go. I think that's it. I don't think there's any uncommon lands in this set. I say as I start digging through here and don't see any. I'm not seeing any initially, so I'm just going to assume there's not any, and we'll change the deck later if there are. Let's put in... Don't knock over my spinda. Let's look for the non-basics. I think we put in the terrain generator despite being like a deck that can ramp pretty efficiently. And having like a lot of non-basics just because like there's not a lot of ways that we ramp. So let's see what we got here. We've got a lot of non-basics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. So that's 23. That's 17. So that is 16 is 3, 6, 9, 12. That's like 5 all across the board is 15. So 2 more. So probably prioritize blue and green. Yeah, that tracks. So 6 of each lands. I mean, yeah, 6 of each, and we will cut the other one. So forest. I want to try putting in full arts first because full arts look awesome. Especially with this set. And luckily, while I do like to play with the basics that I open, prioritize, I do have a stack of basics for when I bought the bundle. So we're going to put 2 there. Going to put 5 here. 2 there. And now we go into the other pile of stuff. Here we are. To get the other lands. Let's see. 5 each, so probably 3 more forests. Let's see. It'd be 5 by 5 is 15, 16, 17. So we do need 3 more forests and 2 more islands. Two more islands. Now forests. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. Basics covered, and they're all full arts. Let's go. Love me some full art basics. So this should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 3, 6, 9, 10. Okay. Fantastic. Now let's get into our ramp pieces. I do remember we said before, it was like, oh, we don't need to put as much ramp into Vivi because Vivi is his own ramp. That's bait. Don't do that. It's a bad idea. I did it. Didn't work as well as I thought it would. So we have a few of the solid options from Final Fantasy. We have Fenrir. We have Gladiolus. We have Ring of the Lucy. We have Ignis, I think. He might be in my legendary pile. Yeah, I think he's in the legendary pile. Ignis. Where are you? Torgal is actually pretty solid because it gives Vivi a not Vivi, Eshki a counter. Ignis. Now, what other solid pieces of ramp do we have? I would like ones that cost 2. Well, we actually got some plenty rares in this set that probably help out with that. Like the Bioengineered Future. Technically the Ice Hill Explorer does, but I don't want Ice Hill Explorer to be considered a ramp piece. I would want it to like help us out with lands more than anything. I definitely want Prisha's Wanderings just because it can get non-basics out of the deck. I think we also just want a Gubu Gardener. Like, we want cheap-ish ramp. And Gubu Gardener just kind of fits in that slot very well. And the Prisha's Wanderings. Pop. Do we have anything else that's just straight up make a thing? Actually, we do. And I know it's in here somewhere. I'm looking for... Oh, there he is. The Galactic Wayfarer, because we do want to kind of like... We want to make sure with Eshki that we have a balance of creatures and non-creatures. I'll tell you what we need. Sazu Chocobo in Diplomatic Incident. Probably, yeah. I could see both of those being good. So creature, non-creature, creature, non-creature, creature, 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 non-creature. Yeah, I can see this is fine. 4, 3, 6. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. That's our ramp settled. So that is 50 cards. We now have 49 to do whatever we want. I do think we need a non-zero amount of card draw. because that's how you get to play the game more. So I think Consult the Star Charts is a good one. What other solid card draw is there? Like, we have plenty, but, like, I'm trying to think of it. Tezzeret's technically card draw. We just need to put in one cost things. Biotech Specialist is also ramp. And I think that might be better than the Galactic Wayfarer. Honestly, it might just be better than the Teamer Monument, TBH. Teamer Monument may be a little bit underpowered for what we're going for. Do I have the Regalia? I don't think we opened one. Yeah, I think we're short a Regalia. I don't think we got one. We got Bahamut, but we didn't get the guy. We need 1-drop artifacts if we want to play Tezzeret at all. Looking at this list here, though. What artifacts do we have that are 1-drops? Is it converted mana cost? With mana value 1 or less. We have Elixir, which is really interesting. Probably not that great. Voyager Glide Car is cool, but, like, we're not in white. The Last Ride, but we're not in black. Maybe we just don't play Tezzeret. Maybe the artifact sub-theme isn't the way to go. Maybe we just play good cards. How do we have the Baja Blast but not the car? That's a good question. I don't know. Why do we not have a single 5-color legendary amongst, like, 17 boxes of cards I've opened? I don't know. I have the strangest luck in the weirdest ways. Like, we have, like, Nutrient Block. But that's really all we've got in terms of, like, 1 mana cost things that aren't, like, world map. I think we can't play Tezzeret. Despite opening 2 Tezzerets, I don't think we can play either of them. Omega could be... keep in mind, we're more so looking for card draw right now. Just stuff that gets us cards that we put into our hand. I understand that we have Jace. I don't want to play Jace. Not because he's bad or anything, but just because, like, he's kind of inefficient. Wanderlight Stories is good. Memory Deluge is good. I think I'll be real. I think all of the stuff that we have is going to be cards like this that draw cards. Reforge the Soul draws cards. Frostcliff Siege draws cards most of the time. Market Backwalker is a creature that draws cards. We definitely need those. Memories Returning is good. I think we want creatures that draw cards more. Let's take a look at the Mox Field, see if we have any there. Shiva draws cards. Not that much creature card draw this year, huh? Oh, I get eepy. Let's see. I almost forgot for a second that we have Transit Mage to get an artifact with mana value 4 or 5. What do we have on the 4 or 5 slot, honestly? Might be something good there. Oh, that reminds me, we probably want to put in the Scoutlander instead of one of these other ramp spells. You know what? Let's cut the ring. I think the ring might be a bit too... Because I think we're moving more towards, like, landfall as a thing. So the ring can be just a bit of, not good enough. Omega would probably be decent. We just need to think of card draw. Do I not have that much in it? Because I want stuff that, like, gets a lot of draws. Like, not, like, just, like, 1 or 2. We might not just... We might just not have any. We were not lucky enough to get a Rhystic Study. Or an Ancient Tomb. That was unfortunate. Maybe Jay sneaks his way in yet again. Along with Ugin. Just because, like, they both draw cards. That's the only reason they're making it in. It's because they draw cards. It is going to accidentally be Teamer Super Friends. Yeah, I think that's, like, the main thing. A Hermit Druid is honestly becoming, like, scary enough that, like, we may want to put him in the deck. Again, because, like, we are getting more and more non-basic lands. I think we're not quite there yet, but it's getting close. Oh, and Bahamut, I guess. Okay, that's probably fine. Now, I don't like the card draw being super expensive, but also Eshki has a little bit of card draw on her own, so... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 6, 9, 10. And then 40. So 40, 50, 60. We now just get to put whatever we want in, honestly. Just whatever's cool and fun. So one suggestion I saw was putting Omega in. So let's put Omega in. Big boy seems good. Let's take a look through some of these legendaries we have. I don't think Mu Yanling makes the cut. I don't think Duretti makes the cut. Saz might make the cut just because he puts counter... He doubles counters on things, and that's more important than what I'm looking at for, like, the bird stuff. Y'shtola and Terra is probably good, just for having, like, ETB effects. Prompto's probably fine. I'm not huge on him. Shintoto sometimes draws us cards. There's unfortunately isn't enough for him to work for Turgal to get in. So I think there is enough for Torgal, not because we want. So Torgal gets in purely on the basis of he makes mana of any color. Like, if he was only a green tapper, I don't think he gets in because we already have the Gubu Gardener. But because he basically lets us play Eshki on 3, no matter what, and gets Eshki a counter. Do we care about board wipes, or do we say that we make that someone else's problem? I think Atomic Microsizer gets in because I do like the timeline of making Eshki small to then hit somebody and kill them for commander damage. Or just she attacks in and makes something else unblockable. Mechan Engineer, I will count him as like a draw engine as well. Glacier Godball also probably works. Yeah, I think we're abandoning the idea of like the artifact deck because I think it's probably fine, but make it someone else's problem. We can definitely keep the good boy. I don't know if we have any other wolves or dogs, but we do have one dog at least. I don't know if it's good. It's probably actively very bad. But I want to put in both the 5 mana artifacts. Also, Pull Through the Weft is probably really good, as previously established. I want to put in both the big, dumb, stupid artifacts that give us tokens when we play landfall. Search for that thing. Counterspell. Honestly, Lucas Stadium probably gets in. We can probably cut one of the other ramp cards, the bad ones. I think we can cut the Galactic Wayfarer just because it's probably like the weakest of those effects. What was I going in here for? Emperor of Palamecia. And the Chocobo Racetrack. Bam. I don't know if I have an extra one. It might be in the legendary pile. It's probably in the legendary pile, honestly. Yep, legendary pile. Pop. Emperor. A.K.A. David Bowie. I don't think we put Mimnon in there because I don't think we have quite enough artifacts to make it work. We'd probably still put Tanuk in there, though. He draws cards. Moonlit Meditation's a fun card, so is Devastating Onslaught. Might Form Harmonizer will probably just kill people with Eshki. We'll put Vivi in, even though I'm dubious as to his viability in this deck. I don't think Paradox Haze gets in there because we don't have anything with upkeeps, but I do think we want more ETB stuff with Y'shtola. Pathbreaker Ibex, easy. Do we have Summon Fenrir in? Yes, Summon Fenrir is in the ramp package. Let's see here. Oh, Zealous Conscripts works pretty well with Y'shtola. It gains haste, untap, gain control until end of turn. She blinks it, we get it until... How does that work? Like, if we do Y'shtola and we blink the Zealous Conscripts, do we get to keep their creature until the end of their turn? Or is it just until the turn ends? I don't know how that works. Quarry Steelcutter's insane. Decimator of the Provinces kills people. Traverse the Uvenwald, Nature's Wisdom kills people. I don't want to put in Unnatural Growth because we are 3 colors, and it's really hard to get to those 3 colors. And despite it being one of my favorite cards, Galvanic Iteration just doesn't kind of cut it when you don't have that many instants and sorceries. Triple Triad has honestly been... it has been shocking me in Commander. Like, it's been doing pretty well. There's a green dog from Aether Drift as well. Not sure if you have it or if it works with the deck, but exists. I don't know what it is. Let us check the Mox field. I wish I could sort these more efficiently on the Mox field, but like, if I want to pull out the individual commanders, I have to do it this way. Like, if I want to show people, like, hey, here are the commanders that I can build around. I don't think I want to put Vile Spawn Spider in here. He's not that great. Maybe I can just sort it temporarily by the sort by group. Subtype. Let's see. Let's look at dogs first. We have several dogs. We have Equilibrium Adept, Traveling Botanist, and Zergo's Vanguard, all from Dragonstorm. The problem is they're all not great. They're okay at most. And in terms of wolves, we have... Pack Guardian, Torgal, Ulrich's Kindred, and Fenrir. I could see Pack Guardian being playable. Not opposed to it. Might be just better to keep him as a mana dork, though. Sometimes he gives humans a buff. We probably still play Summon Shiva just because, like, card draw good. Unga Bunga card draw good. I think she's an uncommon still. I do need to remember that, like, commons aren't bad, and to try to think of good commons. Because, like, commons are where the removal spells are going to be most of the time. Summon Shiva. I like the idea of Quistis, but she might be a bit too slow for Commander as a whole nowadays. Chaku Comet can sometimes just kill people. If we're putting in these token things, Quinoa gets in. So we've got so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I remember right, this is 40. This is 60, 70, 80, 90, 91. I think what we need now is removal. Like things that kill things. For instance, like I don't think we have board wipes per se. Oh, the most obvious one is obvious. We put in Hunk and Hole Breaker Horror. That's an easy one. It might be, again, one of those, if there's a threat, it's somebody else's problem, not mine. Deals. But I would prefer it not to come down to that because that makes things problem. Big mana red removal for Final Fantasy destroys a creature. I don't think we want the big 5 mana removal spells. Not because they're not good, but just because, like, we can't cast them and Eshki in the same turn. Which reminds me, I need to go to the Innistrad Remastered stuff. And there's 2 very important cards we need to pull out from this that I did not before. And might actually change things a little bit. We have the... Thunder, Fire, and Ice Magic from Final Fantasy. Maybe. Wandering Mind, definitely. We'll put the Mystic Retrieval off to the side. We may swap something out for that. I think we put in Ruinous Rampage. Because it deals 3 damage. Oh, no, that's to each opponent. Aw, man. If it was to each creature, it goes in immediately. But it's a bit awkward when it comes to non-creatures. I think we put in the... We had a... I think Sea Chip Impact is fine. Destroys an artifact or an enchantment. I would like a non-zero amount of the removal to be creature-based. As in, like, it can kill... Like, it is on a creature. Because... we can tutor it out with Nature's release. Although that might be... That's more of a black or white thing than a blue, red, green thing. Ramu can kill something. That's a creature. Wait, actually, hold on. Did I not open... I didn't get any fire magics. That's a thing. No fire magics. Put in ice magic. Put in a thunder magic. I think there were some cool ones from Tarkir. Let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's the whole deck. That's all we've got. Yeah. I think we have plenty of different options that we can go for, but I kind of like what we've got going on here. We've got enough ETB effects to make Y'shtola playable. We've got, I will be entirely real. There is, if we get enough blue cards in Spider-Man, we could honestly have mono blue Terra be like an actual, like we could just play Urza Lord High Artificer and Progmander. Like, I'm not joking. There is enough like artifact synergies in this set alone to make this playable. I don't know how good it'll be, but it'll be playable, and that would be funny. But for this set, I think I like this Eshki list that we've settled on. So what's going to happen is I'm going to first off, you will see the Moxfield list updated with all the uncommons and rares that we got today from Edge of Eternities. And you'll see I'll also upload this deck list specifically as its own thing. I wanted to start when I went to MagicCon Vegas, a lot of people like talked about Progmander and they're like, "Oh, do you have the deck list?" And I'm like, "No, I don't, because I don't use Moxfield that often." And I should. I honestly should use it more. It visualizes decks a lot better for somebody like me who likes seeing it all spread out, but you can't really do that often with your decks. So I'm gonna put it up on there. And I will try my best to get as many games of this in with Spider-Man looming on the horizon and being like almost here already. I will try my darndest to get as many games in with this in and tell you guys how it goes. But I have a lot of confidence. Eshki's a really good commander. We have Vivian here as a backup plan. And that should be good. And that'll be it. If you think you have a better deck or have like a different idea of what could be there, let me know down in the comments below. And let me know what you think about Edge of Eternities, how this set's going. And just in general, what do you think about this set? Let me know how you liked this format of me like recording during the stream and then posting it on YouTube, a little bit cut, probably throw in some music in the background. Just let me know what you think. But with all that being said, thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Au revoir.